I love living next to a military base. It is literally my favorite thing ever. Said no one when they're trying to film. Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Brianna. This is Coffee, Books, and Bullet Journals, and I'm going to talk to you about some Black authors that I love. So in honor of Juneteenth, or the day that slavery was ended, I am going to be talking to you about some authors that I love, that are Black, and definitely check these out if you haven't already. A lot of these are like, pretty obvious, so you'll probably already know who they are. There is a push this week to buy books by authors of color to kind of like get them bumped up on the New York Times bestseller list. So if you are interested in any of these, definitely check them out. I'll link what I can down below, and hopefully I maybe give you some recommendations. So anyways, first one I want to talk about, I have not talked about this on my channel in a very, very long time because I think I read it back in 2018. But that is Behold the Dreamers by Mbolo Mimbu. I haven't read anything else by this author, but this was really, really good. This takes place in 2008, and it follows the life of a Cameroonian immigrant and his white employer, right when the Great Recession hit, and how that recession hit two very different families in very different ways. So this was really, really good. And like I said, I don't talk about it a whole lot on my channel. I read it like 2.5 years ago. So it's been a while, but it was really, really good. And Mbolo Mimbu is a native Cameroonian, so it is own voices, and really, really enjoyed this. And I think I gave it 4 stars. So the next author I want to talk about is Jasmine Guillory. She wrote The Wedding Date and The Royal Holiday, I think was another one. She either just came out with a new one or is coming out this summer, called Party for Two. I don't know a lot about that one, but I did see it on NetGalley. This is The Proposal, which is the only actual physical book I have of hers, and this one I was really intrigued. I think this may have actually been the first one that I read from her, and I was intrigued by it because it takes place the initial scene takes place at a Dodgers game, so like anything with sports and baseball and that kind of stuff, I'm always intrigued with, more so football, but used to be baseball, if that makes sense. I grew up watching baseball, especially California, because my dad was an Angels fan, so that's kind of what I grew up with. So that's why this book intrigued me. This one is about a woman who gets proposed to on the Megatron at a Dodgers game, and it kind of freaks her out, and then she runs away, and it was a fun time. It has been a long time since I have read this. Well, a while since I have read this. But it was a really, really good time, and her books are great for summer, summer romance. They're great, especially this one. All right, the next author I'm going to talk about is Elizabeth Acevedo. I have Clap When You Land, which I just finished reading and absolutely loved this book. I also have With the Fire on Hype, and she also, her debut novel was The Poet X. Elizabeth Acevedo is a genius with words. A lot of her books are done in verse, and it is just, the way that she can craft words together and make them sound just especially in this one. Oh my god, guys, if you have not read this book, pick it up right now. It is on Scribd. The audiobook is on Scribd. Pick it up. She narrates it herself. I love this book so much. I'm pretty sure that Elizabeth Acevedo is from the Dominican Republic. That's where a lot of her books kind of centralize. One of the things that she is absolutely fantastic at, and I've talked about this a little bit before, but she is really, really good at weaving culture and, the important aspects of little things. With the Fire on High is a lot about food. And so there's a lot of, cultural relevance and everything that they talk about. Food is very important to them. And she's just amazing. I just love her. Another Black author that I am so in love with and will not stop talking about right now, I'm sure you can already guess, is Talia Hibbert. I have Get a Life, Chloe Brown, and My Dear Baby, Take a Hint, Danny Brown. If nothing else happens this year, I need you guys to equate this book with me like you equate the Hating Game with Chelsea. That's how this is gonna go this year. If nothing else good happens in 2020, can we do this? So Talia Hibbert is a Black British author, and at least these two books take place in England, and guys, so good, so good. She writes some steamy stuff. These scenes are, I mean, so good. The representation in it is so good as well. Get a Life, Chloe Brown. The main character has cystic fibrosis. I'm pretty sure that's right. She is chronically ill, and she does deal with a debilitating illness. And she is just a sweet cinnamon roll. And she meets Red, and he is a sweet cinnamon roll of a person. And they're so cute and precious, and I love it. And then Take a Hint. Danny Brown is Danny is a bisexual witch. Which, like, I love her. She has pink hair. Come on, guys, I love her. And then Zaf, he deals with anxiety and depression and PTSD, I believe. So, like, the mental health representation, the chronic illness representation that she deals with, that she talks about in her books, is just fantastic. I love it so much. Another romance author that I really, really love is Alexa Martin, and she wrote, I don't know what the series is called, but Intercepted, Fumbled, and then she has her third one is Blitzed. It's all in the same series, and then she's also writing another one. I don't know if it's the same world. I think it is. I think that one's called Snapped, if I remember correctly. But again, these are so steamy, so smutty, but so much fun, especially if you like sports romances. I read Intercepted last year and realized how much I love sports romances, and I don't own Blitzed. I have it on ebook, but I love this series so much. I also love Talia Hibbert and Alexa Martin both. I follow them on Twitter, and they are amazing human beings. They are both standing up and speaking out for Black Lives Matter, the movement, and I mean, just like, they are a force to be reckoned with, and they are queens. Just gonna put it out there. The last author that I'm going to talk about, I'm sure you guys know who this is, and that is Angie Thomas. She wrote The Hate U Give, and then On the Come Up is her sophomore novel. These two books are amazing. They talk a lot about the social injustices that Black people have to deal with, especially here in America. The Hate U Give is about a police shooting and a boy who was killed by a police officer. So obviously, like, very in the now. Like, we're talking about this in real life right now. So this hits home. As well as On the Come Up, this talks a lot about the, like, microaggressions and the little things that we don't even think about. Like, I'm a white person. I don't think about this. I grew up in a very small town. But, you know, she has to go to school and walk through metal detectors and gets profiled, and the security guards pick her out of a lineup to, like, search her bag for no other reason. So, like, both of these books definitely deal with some very hard, serious topics, but they were so fantastic. Again, another one that I highly recommend on audiobook, and it's those two are amazing books. And she's writing another one right now from Star's father's perspective, and, like, his backstory. And Star's father was one of my favorite characters in The Hate U Give, so I cannot wait for that book. I don't think it comes out until next year, but I can't wait for it. So, anyway, let me know what Black authors that you really, really love. There are definitely a lot that I have on my TBR that I'm really, really looking forward to reading in the next couple of months. And let me know what your favorites are, or if you've read any of these books, or if I've, maybe convinced you to pick up one of them. So if you are new here and you have not yet subscribed, there is a little red button that you can do so down below the video, and all of the other links to my social media will be in the description below if you would like to be my friend on any other platform. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye. One night to find the answer to me. What
heartbeat faster.